Hello, Rockets. Remember, we are respectful, responsible, and safe. We value people's time. We listen, negotiate, and support. Shout out to Aiden for really valuing his time today and planning out how to get his work done and pacing himself. Way to go, Aiden. And I know that many more of you were working and pacing yourselves. Shout out to everyone who's gotten logged on to iStation. I know you're doing amazing things. Again, I know this is a different thing for us, but hey, we're going to get through this and keep on learning. Quick review, because you know we have our math quiz this week. Get ready. Point, line, keeps going in both directions. Line segment, stop, stop. Ray keeps going in one direction but stops in the other. Ray keeps going in one direction but stops in the other. I know that when two rays come together, they have a common endpoint and they form what we call an angle. So ray 1, ray 2, common endpoint, they come together and form an angle. We've learned about different types of angles. I know if it looks like the letter L and has that square corner, it is known as a, yes, right angle. That right angle looks like the letter L and it has that square corner. It has that square corner. It is worth how many degrees? How many degrees is it worth? 90 degrees. And fractionally, it's known as 1/4. 1/4. We're going to keep reminding you of that. So that letter L is that right angle, 90 degrees. Then I'm going to come in and not give you a great big hug. That's acute and tiny, less than 90. That is an acute angle. It is greater than 0 degrees, but less than 90. Do it with me. Acute and tiny, less than 90. Then we moved on to our straight angle, just like a straight line. Straight out, no bends, no curves, nothing. And it's equal to 180 degrees, or fractionally as a half. Then we went on to talk about an obtuse. An obtuse. I'm giving you a great big hug. An obtuse angle. Obtuse. More than 90, but less than 180. Because remember, 180 is like this, straight with no bends. And an obtuse is smaller than a straight line because it comes in. Obtuse. Obtuse. Great job. Keep practicing those and going over those. I assigned an IXL assignment for you to practice those on. All right, great job. Now I want to get more in depth into some more lines that we need to learn about. So if you don't have your sheet for your notes, get it out so that we can get ready. All right. I'm going to show you today how we can describe lines. Say it with me, describe lines. And we know when we read, when we describe something, we think about the traits, the characteristics of lines. And we can cross that over to think about the same thing in math. So the first set of lines I need you to get ready to draw with me are called intersecting lines. Intersecting lines. So I'm going to move out of your way in just a minute. Go ahead and get that drawn. Intersecting lines. Go ahead and get those drawn. Intersecting lines. Well, I know they're lines because they keep going in both directions. So I've got intersecting lines. So go ahead and draw them. So when I think about intersecting lines, and I'm using my body to help me remember, I go intersecting, intersecting, meet or cross. Intersecting, meet or cross. Do it with me. Intersecting, meet or cross. So look at these lines. They're crossing. They're crossing. Those lines are crossing. They're crossing. They're meeting each other right there in the middle. So draw your intersecting lines. Do it with me. Intersecting, meet or cross. Great job. Now, the next one I want you to talk about, and if you need to pause it, you need to go ahead and pause it and get caught up. You'll be fine. All right. The next one I want to talk to you about is something called parallel lines. Go ahead and get that down. Parallel lines. Ooh, what do you notice about these parallel lines? What do you notice about these parallel lines? Well, I know they're lines because they keep going in both directions. Yeah. But I notice that they're different from these intersecting lines because intersecting meet or cross. Intersecting meet or cross. I don't see these parallel lines meeting or crossing. So when I think about parallel, 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 never meet, never cross, same distance apart. Parallel, never meet, never cross, same distance apart. Let's look. Parallel, never meet, never cross, same distance apart. Parallel, never meet, never cross, same distance apart. Parallel, never meet, never cross, same distance apart. Intersecting, meet or cross, meet or cross. Make sure you have it down. All right? There's one more that I want you to learn about. One more that I want you to learn about. Ooh, that's a big word, Miss Haynes. Perpendicular. Say that with me. Perpendicular. Perpendicular. Say it again. Let's chunk it. Perpendicular. Perpendicular. Excuse me. Perpendicular lines. You know something about perpendicular lines already from what we've already learned about angles and lines. Ooh, I wonder if somebody notices something right now. Oh, what are you thinking? What are you thinking right now when you notice that? And if you see something right away, you may type it in your comments that you notice right away. Something that you see right now, something that you notice right away about these perpendicular lines. What do you notice right away about them? Well, I know you see these square corners. And we know when we see that square corner, we've got right angles. We've got right angles. We've got right angles. So perpendicular, they form square corners, also known as right angles. Perpendicular, square corners, also known as right angles, Perpendicular, square corners, also known as right angles, also known as what? Right angles. Now wait a minute. We just talked about some characteristics, some ways to describe lines. So let's go back over it again. Intersecting, intersecting, meet or cross, meet or cross. Parallel, parallel, never meet, never cross, same distance apart, same distance apart. Perpendicular, perpendicular, square corners, square corners, also known as right angles. All right? So I want you to soak this in. Go back through it one more time in your head, and we're going to go back through it one more time together. Get this down, what these different lines are, how we describe them. And we're going to take it a step further on tomorrow. Get ready. Intersecting, intersecting, meet or cross, meet or cross. Parallel, parallel, never meet, never cross, same distance apart, same distance apart. Perpendicular, perpendicular, square corners, square corners, also known as right angles. All right, Rockets, make sure you have your notes down and you're keeping on reviewing this. I will see you tomorrow. Remember, you are smart, and we're going to let our faith be bigger than our fear, no matter what's going on around us. Until tomorrow.